Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your December 2024 reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ellena. I'm curious to see what messages want to come through for you today, so let's jump right in. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm always curious to see who's watching my videos. So if you feel comfortable, I would love to see a comment down below just to show me like where you guys are from. I'm from Canada, so hello from Canada. Ooh, look at your cards. You just want to like pop right through here. So, all right, let's see what we have in store for you in Taurus. Believe in yourself. Heal yourself now. Interesting. Free will. Change your life now. Follow your heart. With every action you take or do not take, you are actively paving the way to your destiny and your inner light. Live by example. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, a highly intuitive and spiritual individual. Interesting. I feel like there's a lot of shadow work that's happening or has been coming up for you lately. And I feel like it has to do with getting more clear about who you are and where you want to go. It's not just like, some people want to just focus on what to do next, when really the goal is to know yourself a little bit better, right? Because when you know yourself, you know exactly where you're supposed to go, what your soul purpose is. You'll understand your shadow aspects as well as the positive light aspects within you. And in doing so, when you know yourself, you start to understand how the world works in many ways. Like what things mean for you, how people react or act around you, what is the lesson? Because a lot of the times, the lessons that we go through in childhood is going to continuously repeat itself in your reality over and over again until certain things are healed or addressed or it's brought to our attention to acknowledge and to let go of, right? Because a lot of the programs that we pick up on are programs that are from our ancestors. I don't know the specific details, but I remember reading somewhere that your grandma you were in like one of the eggs in your grandma as well as your mom, obviously. So you're almost like inheriting generational trauma like from your grandma. It goes so far back as that. So I feel like there's something to do with a time in December where you're really trying to kind of hash that out or figure out what's going on in terms of these repeating cycles in your life and whether or not you're ready to heal from it or not. What's interesting here is like free will, just because you're supposed to work on something or something needs to change in your life doesn't mean that, people will change. Doesn't mean they will do the work to do it. So many times I would get confused as to why people are choosing quote suffering in many ways in terms of they know it's bad for them, but they don't want to change their behavior, and it's because of fear-based thoughts. It's almost like fear of change. They feel more comfortable in the dysfunction. Whatever it is, there's something that is causing folks to not want to make those changes. Maybe they know deep down if they make significant changes in their energy or in their light, or they start shifting their beliefs, there will be people in their lives that they know that they will not resonate with anymore, and it scares them to kind of leave them, or maybe they feel like they're going to be left behind, or they feel like, they're not going to have that support that they normally have with these people. I feel like there's a lot of things that could potentially come up because of this, but I do feel like, Taurus, I feel like something is coming up for you where you have to, that there's something going on in your reality where you have to almost like kind of look and see what it is that needs to be addressed or healed to stop a repeating pattern. But again, that's up to you. Roles reversed too. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that you're understanding that they're not willing to do the work. And actually, it's not even up to you if they do the work or if they don't do the work. It's like irrelevant to you because you are moving on in your own way. Maybe you are deciding to do the work and you're understanding that there are people in your lives who will not. And you're going to continue to shine your light, continue to transmute those shadows, and you're willing to kind of let them be and do what they need to do. Like, that's kind of what I'm seeing. Meeting people where they're at and leaving them there is a big message for you, Taurus. Let's see what else comes through. Ooh. Trust your intuition. Yeah. And you know, like, sometimes I feel like when you're changing and you're moving forward, people think that it's like a be all or end all, like you're gonna burn that bridge and they're not gonna see you again and like all of that. But I want you to know that sometimes in life, you know, it's like you leave that door open if you so wish, or like when you cross that bridge and you go on to new land or whatever, if the bridge happens to break down, they can always build a raft and go there. Like, they can always meet you as long as they do the work. That's the requirement now, right? So it's almost like I don't want people to start feeling as if there's nothing that can be done about it, because they do have free will choice to do it. So I think to keep an open mind that maybe at this time they might not want to do the work, but you never know what the future brings, right? But again, you're not waiting on them. You're not waiting on them to do the work. Let's see what else wants to come through. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? Oh, wait. Let's do this one. Okay, cool. So this card is about your intuition. It's about your third eye. Perhaps you're getting insight. You're starting to trust your gut a little bit more. I keep bringing this up. I feel like this month has a lot to do with people too in your reality. It's almost like your gut instincts is not going to lead you astray. It's leading you to the right place. But you have to know what's yours and what's not, right? If you're picking up on like anxiety, you feel anxious, is it your energy or is it somebody else's? And I feel like deep down, you already know what you should be working on, or you already know that this person is not going to be working on their stuff. It's like a realization that there's a chapter that needs to close, whether or not it's a chapter of the karmic cycle that you've been experiencing over and over again, or it's a chapter where you're realizing that it's futile to kind of convince or try to get these people to be on the same page as you because they're not ready. They're simply not ready, and they're simply not wanting to, or they're in denial, whatever it is. They're just not ready to meet you and be aligned with the new version that you've become. Now, the second card is my wealth card. It says, open your heart to receiving universal wealth and abundance. It is time for your harvest, sudden windfall of opportunities. So when I look at this as well, I feel like for those who have done the work on themselves, who have leveled up in many ways in regards to self-love, boundaries, being clear with where it is that you want to go and what you want to do, clearing out things that are not good for you, you're opening up more space for the new things that are meant to be in your life. More opportunities, networking, more people, the right people, not just more people, the right people are going to come into your life. And to reap the benefits of what you've sown, it's like if you've worked on healing yourself, the reward would be more peace, right? Let's say you like loving yourself more, getting away from drama, getting away from people that bring you down. What is the reward of that? It is inner peace, something that nobody can buy. That is so valuable. And you can't fake it either. You cannot fake peace, right? So it's like that. That is the level up. That is true abundance. That is true wealth and success. And, you know, it all depends on how people view this. Like having an open heart, having that forgiveness, right? Having compassion for yourself, a level of understanding who you are and other people and their shadows and your own shadows. Like that wisdom and knowledge is wealth in and of itself, because that's going to help you in wherever you go in life. Those are experiences and lessons that you carry with you moving forward. So it's a different way of seeing the world. I feel like there's a lot of gratitude here. I feel like your perspective has shifted, where you see things in a deeper, richer, more meaningful level. Whereas maybe before, some people just kind of chug along in life and they don't really look or really deeply appreciate how far they've come, right? So there's that. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Dolphin. This is an Archangel Michael card too. Dolphin is play. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. That's what we were talking about. Diving into the wisdom of what you've learned. Going with the flow, knowing that if people are meant to be in your life, they will be in your life eventually. Maybe at this time you have to walk away from them. It's really about surrendering to the truth of what it is that you know, which is that I feel like you know that you deserve better. You deserve better than what you're in right now. And as scary and as difficult as it is to let go of people that have maybe been in your life for several years, you just know that you've outgrown this space. You've outgrown these types of people, and you're just needing more, right? So that more that you're attracting into your life is going to be more fulfilling to you. It's going to make you more excited. So it makes sense. You're going to have more fun because you're able to kind of be on the same page with people. Your conversations are more deep, in terms of like, you just get each other. You understand. You don't have to over explain, because you've healed. You know how difficult it is to talk to somebody who's not healed or don't want to work on themselves? It's never their problem. They'll never take accountability. They're hypersensitive, right? It's very difficult to relax around these people. So I feel like this goes in hand with meeting people who have done the healing work. So you're on the same page and you can kind of have more of a safe environment in terms of relaxing around them. Like you don't feel like you have to always think about what you have to say because you're in fear that you're going to hurt their feelings, So this is a level of ease that's coming into your life, is what I'm picking up. And you're like, it's a singing your own song, right? Like dolphins have such a high vibration to them. They're just minding their own. They're singing their tune, and yet many are attracted to them. Many start coming towards each other, right? So it's kind of telling me you're going to draw to your community, by your light. So, wow. Goddess Ishtar and Astrophyllite. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Look how powerful that card is. Oh my God. Daring Rebirth. Yeah, 888, abundance and wealth, 888. So when I see this card, Daring Rebirth, yeah, you're really shedding things that aren't working for you. Old belief systems, people, places, situations. Maybe you have a job relocation. Maybe you're walking away from a certain job that you've had for a long time. You're moving out of that neighborhood and you're, saying you finally go no contact with certain family members. There's something here where you're reinventing yourself and you're shedding things away and you're letting it be shed away. It's like you're no longer trying to make it work. It's almost like you're holding with a tight grip sand for a long time, and sand will keep trickling out of your hands. It's time to let go. It's time to let these people go. It's time because it's not fulfilling you. And then you're also trusting. You're trusting that the right people will come into your life that will bring you more fulfillment. So December seems like a very powerful month. Lots of transformation energy here happening for you, Taurus. And it's really exciting, And I wish you the best for December. I know transformation can be difficult, but trust that there's better things and more wonderful things that are meant to come into your life and more fun. So yes, so here's your reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for tuning in again. For those who resonated with this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and share. That means a lot to me. And thank you so much, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.